from Cleveland's most accurate weather team. This is 19 First Alert Plus, sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to your First Alert forecast here with myself and Jason Nicholas on what was a crazy finish for a Cleveland Cavaliers game. So some traffic probably starting to let out from that. Of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers will be on our sister station, the CW, coming up in a couple of weeks here, Jason. So yeah, cool to see a win. Hopefully we can get a couple of those exciting games on our air. But yeah, you hear Jason, was a fun game and a fun day as well.
Yeah, I wish we didn't have serious weather to talk about because I would love to talk about that game. Look at all those happy fans. Live Look, First Alert Camera Network, leaving. Really, that's as most crazy and amazing ending I can remember as a lifelong Cavs fan, to win at like a buzzer beater like that, and just how great it was down the stretch too. So yeah, we're glad to be home to the Cavs for 5 games rest of the year over on 43. So pumped about that. And tonight's a big win. And boy, those, yeah, you know, everybody in those cars, I don't care what age they are, they'll remember that game. You know, as far as Cavs history with that type of win. All right, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with the weather. We do have a First Alert weather night in effect. There we go. Through tomorrow, severe thunderstorms are possible, localized flooding as well. The highest risk timing here is from now through about 5 a.m. We're going to start to ramp our risk up, damaging winds, large hail, and I cannot rule out an isolated tornado. Okay, where are we at right now? Notice we have a little bit of rain and thunder there up through Lake County. Nothing severe, also some showers out towards the Youngstown area, and you notice there we've got our lightning tracker on, so we are looking at thunderstorms out there too. Nothing severe. As we look off to the west, there you can see some action out towards Chicago. We've got watches and warnings there, tornado watch box there, and then we've got a severe thunderstorm warning just south of Chicago. Nothing like that for us yet, but boy, it is coming. Here it is. And I am watching what's happening right now currently over just moving through Chicago as it moves this way and rides along a front that's off to the west, pushes out ahead of it. So this is several hours away. It's most roughly 5 hours or so away. So you do the math there, 2, 3 in the morning as that comes in. We may get some stuff popping out ahead of it as well, but I do think the worst weather for us may be after midnight between about 1 and 3 a.m. So let's take a look here. There it is, 1 a.m. out towards the islands, blowing through greater Cleveland. Let's turn that back there. You can see around 2 a.m. Could clear, and then another burst coming in, wow, around 6 a.m. tomorrow. And that should blow through, and then pretty quiet severe weather-wise. So really, the timing tonight is going to be 11 p.m. through around 7 or 8 in the morning here. We've had to kind of linger that risk a little bit later now. And then colder air comes in behind it. We could have a few snow showers, believe it or not, as we dry things out. So obviously your hour by hour tonight features the thunder coming in after midnight. Some of those storms could be strong to severe, damaging winds, large hail, and I cannot rule out an isolated tornado. So 15 seconds from now, we'll talk about how long we'll get cold coming up.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
All right, low 60s tomorrow. That's going to be an early temp. We'll have some storms around before 7 or 8 a.m. Then we transition to some snow. An inch or two is possible across the snow belt. Not a big deal. Much colder Thursday. Friday looks okay. Spotty shower late. And then the weekend, next week, 50s, 60s. Way above average once again. So once again, we've got a cold air outbreak here, but it's for basically one day. Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, Thursday will be cold into Friday, but that's about it, about a day and a half or so of cold air. So again, buckle up for tonight. We'll have you covered. Over on TV, we'll simulcast our coverage 19 and 43 if we have to break into programming. I hope we don't. I never like doing that. But, you know, if we have something that looks like a tornado or even a big damaging wind event, we'll get on the air. It'll be streamed for you. First Alert weather app. Have a way to get your warnings tonight. Be sure your devices are charged up in case you lose power too. Nothing worse than you go to bed with 25% on your phone, it's plugged in, and you lose power, and then we get severe weather and the phone dies, you can't hear the warning. So, you know, we try to always give you a big heads up on this. We issued this alert, I believe, on Sunday. So goal is to always make sure you can plan accordingly to have all the information to keep you and your family safe, right?
Yeah, that is Jason's suggestion there. If you have any sort of like external chargers or things like that, making sure they're all good. That's the best advice you can possibly get in a situation like this. Because yeah, I mean, if you're like me and your phone's near zero every night, you're going to be in trouble if that thing doesn't charge.
Yeah, especially if that's your way to get warning information or get information in general. You might, a lot of times you have satellite that could go out with heavy rain. If you lose power, obviously you can't turn on the TV. And that's where the app and the phone is helpful, but got to be charged up.
Jason, we will see you coming up on 19 News, a very big day. So of course we got a lot to cover. So we will see you in about 30 minutes.
Still though, what a Cavs win!
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about that shot he made.
I'm watching views from the crowd.
How?
It's awesome. It is so cool. The crowd goes unbelievably so yeah, I'm watching one right now.
I would have loved to have been at that one.
I'm going to retweet one. You can follow me on X or Twitter at Jeff Slauson. I'm going to retweet one that's really cool courtside. Or not courtside, excuse me, a little bit further up.
Okay.
It's a cool view of everybody going crazy because I love two things. One, when crowds go absolutely nuts. And two, in movies when they have the NASA control room getting excited over some sort of a landing or thing. Those two types of cheering. It's awesome. It's great. So I like to see these videos, so I'm going to repost that. Jason, we'll see you coming up a little bit.
Sounds good.
That is it for your First Alert Forecast. 19 News, 10 o'clock to CW, 11 o'clock on CBS.
19 News, now streaming on Samsung Smart TV. Search for channel